I've spent $70,198 worth of Frost Stars in 227 days. And this is what everybody wants to know. When are you getting Globe? When are you getting the Frost Sphere? Well, I'll tell you what, it's not going to be tonight, but I am going to show you the progress I'm going to make on this, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not getting it tonight, and I'm going to show you the spending I'm going to do. So let's first get into some of that spending, and then we'll come back here later. So here's what we got on the event schedule. Let's take a look. We got state transfers happening tomorrow. The invitations are going to be going out tomorrow. Look at this. We got Snowbusters, Wanderer Theater, which I want to talk about a little bit. And then we got, some of the standard stuff. We got Mia's coming up again. And, pretty much the showdown and some other stuff. We got Vision of Dawn as well. So Vision of Dawn is the one that you need these keys for every day, the advanced recruitment. So, we'll make sure we progress that. But there's not an awful lot else to talk about here on the event schedule right now. In Bear Hunt, I finally broke 10 billion. So that's my personal best for Bear Hunt tonight. That was nice. Nice achievement. For those of you who ask and track that. Alliance Showdown, for those of you who didn't know, we picked up the top-off points through payments. So now the whales are going to dominate Alliance Showdown. That's the way that's going to go. So this is what things looked like yesterday. I mean, there's not much I can do about it. It's just, that's what's going to happen because the whales are spending the money and we're going to get the top-off points. So we're going to tend, even without trying, we're going to dominate this event. Let's see. I want to get into some of the spending quick, though. Here's the thing. The VIP points, it's going to take so many VIP points to get to... So basically, if you look at... I wanted to talk about this a little bit, but I need another at least 30,000 tonight to hopefully get at 80 spins. That's what I've been tracking. Every now and then, it takes 90 spins, though, which is 180,000, which I'm hoping that's not tonight. So I'm going to try to get to 160,000 tonight and get the spin going, and hopefully I get one more piece within 80 spins. But that's the problem. So essentially, if I get that to 160 spins, I still need, let's put it like this, for two guaranteed, well, pretty much guaranteed puzzle pieces, I need 360,000 VIP points. And I've got 134,000, 590 right now, which leaves me a 225, 410 that I need. And on an average spend of, it's basically $900 away still. So that's not going to happen tonight because I don't have the events to spend on it tonight. So I'm essentially at least $900 away. Even if it was all $5 packs, it would be something more like $450 away. I just don't have the packs to spend on it tonight. So that's the reason why I'm not getting Globe tonight. But we can still have a little fun. So let's take a look at the standard section here. We've got the mix and match already bought out. Custom pet chest. I don't need to do this tonight. We got some time on it. And even if I did it tonight, it wouldn't be enough, VIP points to do what I need to do. Actually, maybe it would if I need to go all the way up to 50,000. So what I'm going to do is, here's the thing. The only thing I'm going to have now, I hope that I don't get messed up by this again, but the only thing I'm going to have to spend on SVS for pets next time is going to be refinement because I've already got my pets maxed out. So I'm not going to need food or advancement materials yet. So I feel like maybe what I'm going to start doing on this is I'm just going to, to start putting these in the bank over time, as I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to do one pet food, doing this in the wrong order, messing it all up. One pet food, one refinement materials, and one advanced common oil. This is kind of like spreading it across the board. I'm kind of like just grabbing a little bit of everything so that I accumulate over time. I'll get the advanced wild marks to use in the next SVS, and I'll get the pet stuff accumulating for the next pets. So I'm not, hopefully this strategy, I won't be so far behind. So we'll grab that. And then we'll do that again. And we'll do that again. All right. And just because I'm trying to get that VIP, I'm trying to get those VIP points sooner, I wasn't necessarily going to continue to spend on all this stuff. But I do have, I do have the Wanderer Theater to do all week. So let me just do this one, and then I'll wait until later of the week to see if I'm going to do the rest, because I still do need all this stuff for SVS as well, for especially the advanced wild marks. So I'll leave that there for now. That's still a decent amount to spend. That's 85 bucks just on all that. We'll grab the daily deals. See if I get lucky here. Nope, just one. All right, make our claims here. All right. Now, I don't think I have anything more to do in the regular shop here. I did all the standard kind of stuff I was going to do. However, I can do a little spending in the other miscellaneous shops. Now, I don't need any puzzle pieces anymore, but I can pop into here and go into the Tree of Life. And I don't think I'll normally be doing this on a regular basis, but I did know that I had to do this because I'm a little off. I'm like, so if I grab another 200 and 100 tonight, right, then I'm at 500, which is a good multiple. So this is kind of what I was thinking of doing, is that I'll just grab it at those levels every now and then. And now I can buy, whoop, I dismissed it too early. I guess I didn't. It's here, marker. Now it's a multiple of 250. So now I can just go and see which component I want to try to press next, and then do that. I think, let's see, which one do I have? Which one needs a little bit more? I kind of like staying on the defense side for my account. I mean, they're all good stats, but just because I'm trying to play as this kind of tanky whale, that's going to take a bunch still. That's going to take a bunch still. So maybe in this, how about this one? Yeah, it's going to take a bunch also. So I have to, like, probably I can, like, see, yeah, Ghoul Tree only needs 2. Well, still I'm going to need more. Do I actually have? Yeah, I have. No, I only have 3 left of those as well. So yeah, I probably don't have anything I can really. Oh, here we go. There we go. I'll just use it on this one. The Abundant Feast. So come in here. Where's the Abundant Feast? There's the Abundant Feast. I'll grab 2 of those and upgrade the Abundant Feast. There we go. All right. So so that's another thing a small thing I can spend on. Let's check out the deals section. I'll just make these claims. Thought I cleared them all out before recording, but apparently I didn't. There we go. Hall of Heroes. We can spend this little $5. Same reason, because I get some of the books for it. You get the exploration manual and the skill manuals. You get a little bit of XP, and I can basically convert that to these epic general shards that I need a bunch of still. So small way to spend a little something and make some progress on that. All right, grab these claims. My favorite game in the world. Not really, just kidding. All right, that's the deal section. Now, Snowbusters. I like doing the Snowbusters. Well, I don't like doing the Snowbusters. It's getting a little bit tedious and annoying. But what I do like is trying to get all the way up to level 21. Is it 21? Well, maybe even 23 to be able to get all of the island decoration components that I can. So you can go farther than this, but that's all I really would like to do is get to level 23. Now, last time it was a little bit of a stretch. I know I'm trying to play as an efficient whale, but it was a little bit of a stretch to try to get all the way up there without spending up to the $20 mark. And it just was easier for me and less stressful. So I'm just going to go up to the $20 mark, and that's it. All right, and then this stuff is all done, so this is just a matter of grabbing some extra goodies, really. There you go. Got some speeds out of that. More speeds, good. And I'll continue to... oh, and then we got to do this. You get some decent rewards here. So I'll grab this. Grab this. Get some decent rewards while you're grinding through that as well. Not to mention the rewards you get from each level and all of this, and the rewards you get as you go up the chain. I mean, I don't know. This seems like a pretty good value event to me. It's just a little bit annoying to have to do all the snow busting. So, this is interesting because I thought we got upgrade. Oh, maybe that was only fishing. They didn't do that for snow, for the Snowbuster gear. For fishing, we got automatic upgrade on the equipment, but for Snowbusters, we're not getting that. So I'll have to grind through all that. So that'll be fun. All right. The reason I got the ministry is just for the Tundra trucks and to do a little bit of that. All right. So that's Snowbusters. Now we're coming around to Wanderer Theater. Now, here's the thing about Wanderer Theater. I believe... Now, I'm going to try to get some more information from Torxum. I messaged him before recording, but I didn't get a response yet because I just messaged him before recording. So I'll share with you what he tells me tomorrow. But essentially, I saw a whole write-up he did where it's like, you have to understand the statistics of this event to understand that it's one of the best events in the game. Now, I want to ask him some details because there's some stuff I don't understand about why I understand the mathematics behind the statistics he did. So essentially what he's saying, if I understand correctly, is only do regular exploration and only cash out on floors 5 and 7. And there's reasons for that. It comes down to the statistics of the odds of going forward and backward. And he mapped it all out. And you can see that there you get an average of 40 point, I think it's 7 something, tokens per talisman if you follow that strategy. So basically you only use regular exploration and you cash out on floors 5 and 7. Now the last time I did some calculations on this, I thought, and I'm pretty sure I did the math on it, that it was better to actually take the rewards than take the coins because the value of the coins in the shop were different than, you got more by taking the values on the board. Pretty sure that was true last time, unless I really got some of my math wrong. But now they have sigils on the board, which I don't remember being there last time. And it looks to me like the coins you get in relation to the store is actually different. Now it looks like, and again, unless I did my math wrong the first time, it looks like the coins are actually the better value, but I didn't check out sigils. Like here's like 28,000 coins for 50, or you can take 50 sigils. And in the store, so how much would it take you to get 50 sigils in the store? It would take you 50 times, 50 times 800, basically. What's that, 40,000? So it would cost you 40,000 tokens to get 50 sigils. But here you can take those 50 sigils. You can take those 50 sigils, or you can take 28,000 tokens. So if you're looking for sigils, it seems to me like sigils is the better option. So, and I think I did the rest of that math, but I think for charms, it didn't come out to be the same. I didn't do it for Chief Gear because that's a little bit more complicated to break it all down, all those components. So anyways, you'll have to do that math for yourself. All I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do as a creator. So as a creator, I'm going to do something that is not that optimal strategy. And I'm going to have a conversation with Torxum about the pros and cons of this. But I want to see how inefficient it is in comparison to both the luck I'm getting and the fact that you can go to level 8 with this. So basically, if you play it like I don't know, I'm not going to say like a whale because I'm going to buy like a whale, but playing should be an optimal strategy. Usually playing is an optimal strategy for everyone. But the thing is, if I buy like this, and I basically use only the protected path so that I can ensure that I go up to 8 as many times as possible, then I'm going to get more of those special rewards. And what I'm curious about is like, if you use that strategy, is the spend worth it? Or is it still actually technically worth it to go the other route? And I think a lot of that depends on what prize you ultimately grab as well. So here we go. I'm just going to go with the protected exploration. I'm going to play this like a whale because I'm a content creator. So that's the thing, is I need folks to understand I'm doing this as a content creator because I want people to see what it's like to unlock level 8, which is I don't know if I'll be able to do. I don't remember playing this event in detail last time, how hard it is to get to level 8, but it may take me multiple sessions to get to level 8 or to unlock level 8 enough times. I don't remember. For some reason, I recall it being rather difficult to unlock that level because you had to get there. Each peak gives you 1 to 5 Wonder Stars. Collect 5 for a guaranteed entry into the generous Astral Wonderland. So it depends on how lucky you get each time you go up there. So let's see what happens. I feel like I got lucky last time. So we're going to go, I got a -1 that time, was protected. -2 was protected. -1 was protected. This is just eating talismans right now. This was not my luck last time. +1, -1, -2, +2. All right. +1, -1, -1, +1. And let's see. Exploration round is ended. Please select a reward to claim before beginning a new exploration round. Oh man, I wasn't ready. Let's see what's in here. I guess I'm going to have to do the math on the Chief Gear to see what's worth it. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, so interesting calculation. If you check out what's actually going on, the Chief Charms would actually take 24,456 coins to buy that 172, that chest of 172, because this is random, but you get, it's essentially 50-50, but they're all the same price in the shop. So it's essentially something like 50-50, just a matter of the mix you get may be different. That's what's going to happen here. But they're all worth the same in the shop, so therefore you can just calculate it as 172 divided by 5, multiplied by 740, and that'll tell you that's 24,426. So that's 456. That's not a great value there. The Chief Gear, however, if you calculate all the items that are in that chest, and you look at the the design plans and the polishing solution and the alloy, the design plans alone would take 30,340 to buy. The polishing solution would take 24,272 to buy, and the alloy would take another 24,272. So a grand total of 78,884. So if you're trying to get Chief Gear materials from the shop, this is clearly a better value than taking the 56K. However, there's a nuance here, and that is there are some things in here that are good value, like the custom mythic gear. So, is this worth grabbing? Like, this would allow me to grab 2 of those custom mythic gear, which I definitely am going to want at some point. So I think for now, I'm going to grab that so that I can grab the mythic. Now, you can only buy 2 of them. I'm going to grab it for that, but that's the only reason I'm grabbing that. Well, let's see. Should I? Because, no, you know what? By the time I unlock all of these, I'll be able to grab the custom mythic with just those rewards alone. So I don't need to grab those. So I'm going to grab, because it's the best value as far as what I just calculated. This is the best value of all these 3 options. So trying to make my money go as far as possible. All right, here we go again. -1, +1, -1, -1. Oh, look at what it's costing me. +1, +1, -1, -1, +1, +2. All right. And again, I'm going to go with the Chief Gear materials chest, because this is a complicated decision, really, because if it's not Chief Gear that you actually want, but then again, like when I calculated the value of some of the other things in here, I don't know. I didn't do the expert stuff. I should probably take a look at the expert stuff as well. But it did not look like the hero gear, for example, didn't look like a great value. I don't know if the speed ups may be, but if you actually calculate like how much it would cost me in dollars, like how many tokens I would get per dollar, I don't know, man. Maybe I should pay attention to that more tomorrow. But tonight I'm going to follow this strategy I was explaining of playing like a whale and trying to get the most value out of these items. So we will need a lot of Chief Gear materials as well. So it's just that Chief Gear is not the best power per dollar. And it does happen to be the case that I really need to push my hero gear. But if this isn't the shop for it, it's kind of like a waste of money. So I got many more days in this event, though. So today I'm going to play it like this. Tomorrow I may have a different opinion. That's what I'm going to do for tonight. All right. Here we go. -1, +1. Oh, Jesus. +1. Come on, man. Give me a +2. Getting expensive. Wow. All right. Oh, now this is interesting. Yeah, I think given these choices, the sigils is definitely worth it, right? Because if we take a look at the sigils, those are 500, let's see, 800 a piece. So that's 800 a piece times 100, that's 80,000. So that's a nice score. I'll grab the sigils. All right, now we got the Wanderer Theater level unlocked. So this is the thing. This spending strategy means I'll be able to get kind of the grand prize at the end of this. Now, again, it's the same thing up here. Like, I think, technically speaking, the chief gear is probably the better deal. But, you know, I think this time I will actually grab it's like I'm paying for access to it. Maybe I will grab that. I don't know, man. It's just a matter of what's the best value here. Like, if it's, it still seems to me like it's better to grab the thing that gives you the best return. And if we take a look, 120,000. Let me do some quick math. I'll be right back. Yeah. See, the problem is that that chief materials gear chest, 438 of them, is worth, I don't know, something like 160. Let's see, 168,000 coins. So, like, am I going to take 128,000 coins, or am I going to take, you know, the chief gear materials chest? Now, sometimes it could just be what you need more of, but I'm just trying to get max value here. So for tonight, I'm going to grab this as my option once I get there. So let's see how expensive it gets to get there. Here we go. I just need a little bit of luck. 2. All right. +2. I'll take that. -1. -1. Oh, -1. -1. +1. Come on, give me a +2. Ah, +1. Oh, now it gets really expensive. Hey, I got it. All right. Nice. All right. And I'm going to take this 438 because as far as I'm concerned right now, that's the best value option I'm being offered. Again, as I get through the rest of the week, maybe I'll have a different opinion once I get a chance to evaluate all the value in the shop. But as far as I'm concerned, this is the best value I'm being offered right now. So let's grab that. And let's see. I'll sit on the rest of this because I'm not going to get very far. I doubt I'll get that far. What I will do is come over here into the bazaar, and I'm definitely going to buy. I need to buy this first because it's a daily deal. I need to make sure I take advantage of that, and I'm going to buy these. Oh, they're 24,000 a piece. Okay, so I can only buy one today because I know I'm going to want those, right? So, and if we look at the rest of this, yeah, I need about another, I don't know, 8,000 or so. So next level of this I open up, I'll be able to grab that. So no questions about being able to buy that from the shop as well. Yeah, so then, you know, it looks like the hot items are fire crystals and sigils probably are worth it. So the question is going to be, how much chief gear do I really want and need out of this event when chief gear is not the highest power per dollar? So, you know, I'm going to have to decide that by tomorrow. But that's my strategy for tonight on the Wanderer Bazaar, or Wanderer Theater. But remember, if you're not playing like me, if you're not playing like a whale trying to get to level 8, and I'm a content creator trying to show what it's like to get to level 8, I believe what they said is the best way to get the value out of this game is to stop at level 5 and level 7. The only thing I'm not sure has been analyzed yet is it really best to get the coins, or is it best to get the highest value reward on each of these levels? I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's probably better to get the reward, but I guess it depends what rewards you're being offered. So I think basically Chief Charms, even though that's the highest value per dollar, it's not the best value in this particular event. So that's what I'm thinking, but I haven't had a chance to analyze it yet. So if you happen to know, tell me in the comments and tell me why if you know the answer. All right, so that's all we're going to do for Wanderer Theater. Let's see. The other thing we got to do is let's take a look at the backpack quick. See what's going on here. I'll just clear these out. Grab that. Grab that. Put these in the bank. Hey, let's see. Let's see what we got out of this. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's enough for a couple Chief Gear upgrades right there. So now I'm at 1 million alloy. I just emptied this out for SVS, so this is actually convenient. to be able to push some of this next XVS. But again, it's not the highest power per dollar. You want to kind of, I want to get it maxed out, but you know, it's not the highest power per dollar, but you know, so it's a matter of kind of, sometimes it's a matter of what you actually need. All right. What is this? Elite guard box. I forgot about these. Open them for a chance to get mythic hero shards, essence, and other rewards. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even know this was in here. That's from the Tundra trade route. All right. Let's see. That's all we got for that. And then we'll just put these away. Get lucky. Nope. Put this all away. Take a look at the resources. Man, SVS, soldiers, and healing really emptied out my resources. I think I was at something like 30 billion before all that. And between all the research and all the healing, I'm down to 18 billion. In fact, I think I mentioned this in my video, but I opened up 3.2 billion meat and wood. And look at what I'm down to. It was like 2 billion. It's like 2.2 billion meat and wood that it used. It used a little bit more meat, obviously. All right, that's that. We do have the Land of Heroes that we can do again, but I'm not going to do it on camera because I didn't push that hard, and it's just going to be a matter of can I get a little bit of luck. Not going to be super exciting. The other thing we can take a look at, try to keep it a little short tonight, I think, because I'm tired, and I know I've been saying that a lot lately, but this cold is not leaving me, as you can hear. So, sorry, excuse me. Let's take a look at VIP, because I do know what's going to happen tonight. Did I do everything else I need to do? I didn't need to do anything much more with experts. By the way, I did find out, I think we're not getting Gareth until season 5 opens up for us. I think people who already, I think in the 20th update that happened yesterday, or at the reset last night, people who are in states eligible got Gareth, but we didn't, because we're not, you have to be at least Gen 5, it looks like, because I asked my concierge and they said it's coming with Gen 5, basically. Didn't say it in so many words, but that's what they implied from their response. And then War Academy. I still need to do this. I still need to do the daily conversion until I get enough in the bank that between the daily conversion and the grind that I'll have enough for the next SVS, which so I'll have to stop that at some point, but I need to, what was it, something like 30,000 I'm going to need. So that's quite a bit I still need. And I don't want to be behind on that, and I can just stop when I need to. All right. What else do we got to do? Let's see. Just grab this while I'm here. Forgot to do this before recording. Grab those fire crystals. And I think that's it. Let's see what else is here. I think that's all that I needed to do before taking a look at the, yeah. And I don't need to show anything on pets. The only other thing I think I may have done off camera is Ronnie, because the Tundra station, Tundra trading, I brought her up to level 70 and got the skills up a little bit during that event, so that I'd be all set for Tundra. And let's get into VIP now. I think that's all I got to do here. What is this? Always going red dot on me. All right, so we get into the VIP. I already did the daily bundle and I was checking it out earlier. All right, so, ooh, that's dangerously close. That's dangerously close, but it's not, I don't know. Yeah, it's dangerously close. Let's see what happens. If I get lucky today, I could actually get lucky today. It's not outside the realm of possibility to get lucky today. Last time I did one of these sessions, I got a puzzle piece right off the bat. And if that happens again, I got a good shot at getting Globe tonight. But that's probably not going to happen again. So let's see what happens. What I expect to happen tonight is I'll get one more puzzle piece and I'll be set up to get another puzzle piece later in the week. So here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, snap. Oh, look at that. I got lucky. So I could get lucky again. And or I'm very close to getting that VIP. Let's see. Let's see what happens first. Let's see if I get lucky again. I can just go finish buying the pet pack and get another 20,000. And then I have a good shot at getting it within 8. So I've been getting it within 8 all week long. Let's see what happens. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Oh. All right, here we go. I wasn't planning on buying the pets tonight, but I got lucky. What am I going to do? Here we go. So finish buying the pets. And now, come on, man. Put this in the bank. All week, I've been doing it within 80. So on this spin, I should get get a globe piece. Unless I get super unlucky. Because sometimes during the week, I was getting it within 90 spins. Most of the week was within 80 spins. I should get it right here. Let's see what happens. Can I get lucky enough to get it within 80 spins? No! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, you know what? I know this is probably gonna upset a lot of people, but let's see. Is there another way for me to get another 10,000 VIP points? There sure is, but I don't want to be super inefficient. So the question is, what am I gonna go buy to get another 10,000? I guess I can go get some island components. This isn't a super efficient spend, but it's a fun one. That's 60. That's 6,000. That's not enough. I need another 50,000. I mean, $50 spend. Does come with speed ups. All right. I mean, I just got so lucky tonight on that other spin. It'd be a shame not to go there, wouldn't it? I know you all would be like hating on me if I did that. Let's do this though first. Let's put this 1 in the bank. There we go. Now we just need 1 more. So here we go. And there's the last piece. Here we go. All right. There we go. Frost completed. Please go and collect your skin. Here we go. Obtain. And you ready? Here it comes. There we go.
Congratulations, the puzzle has been completed. Collect your prestige skin now.
There we go. Equip that bad boy. And there we go. All right. Domain. Get the domain bonus. Allies within 2 tiles of the city can enjoy your domain bonuses. And you get that sweet 5% also. All right. Top up reward unlocked. Used to upgrade Frostsphere skin. Interesting. Now we got a whole nother thing to spend on. Well, that's going to have to be a thing for another day. 39.2 more points to upgrade to Frostsphere. So you can upgrade your Frostsphere to Frostsphere 2. And at least you make progress. I'm already halfway there. But man, that's a lot more to get there. Planet pouch. Tap the lucky bag to claim a reward. Oh, so you can send more of those, I believe. And then a rally skin. Oh, that's interesting. I was wondering where the rally skin came from. So that's how you get the rally skin. It's from here. All right, interesting. How do you earn points? Spend. Let's see. So probably in world chat. We got the world chat going. Nice. All right. And I'll come back to that. I can't share the Alliance chat too much because you never know what's going to happen. All right, there we go. We finally got the globe. For those of you who've been rooting for me, I got lucky tonight. That was not supposed to happen. I thought it would be later in the week, but I got lucky tonight. Got lucky tonight and was able to do a little bit more spending. So there we go. That's sweet. Now let's take a look at what the city looks like with the globe on. Nice. Now I can open up every video with that. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this journey. I hope you enjoyed seeing the globe finally getting some luck. I finally got some luck. All that bad dead shot luck was finally worth it. I finally got the globe. Everybody's been waiting for this in the Alliance and in my communities. So it's a great accomplishment. If you want to help me out and continue to see this journey, there's a couple things I need you to do though. First, check the video description for some links. The Unshielded Show podcast, I still haven't got it started. I promise I'm going to be doing it shortly. This SVS week was a lot and I'm dealing with transfers. So it's been a lot, but I'm going to get to it shortly. But I need extra stories. I need stories about whether it's an inspirational thing or a toxic thing. I need stories to come on the podcast and tell me your stories, and we'll try to make it a positive thing and have some fun with it. The other thing is the Discord. You'll see a Discord link in the video description as well. And you can come along there. That's where I do any giveaways for Frost Stars or for giveaways for when I get gift codes and things like that. It's going to be all done through the Discord because that's how I manage it. But the super simple thing you can do that would help me out quite a bit, and you don't really realize how much it helps me, is all you got to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. That way, whenever I post anything, you'll be the first to know about it. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, see you later.